Now then, and welcome back to another episode of Adventure Fishing UK. Today I'm going to be teaching you the easiest way to catch perch. If you know this and you have some of these lures in your box, there's a high chance you're not, well, not a high chance you're not going to blank again, but your chances are going to be reduced massively, because when all else fails, this can work. I'm going to talk you through how to do it. I'm going to teach you some tips. I'm going to tell you what gear you need. It's all going to be really simple, really easy, and I'm going to be teaching you this perch hack so you can use it yourself. Now, your choice of rod, anything that you can chuck light lures with is fine. It's really not fussy. Reel, again, anything's fine. I'm using a rigged and ready Fish Rig 180. Really nice rod, really absolutely gorgeous travel rod. Look at that pike down there, really cool. But yeah, the line's more important. I use Maxima Chameleon 6 to 8 pound. Really good line, pretty much invisible in the water to small fish especially. Matches the rod nicely. Now down to the business end of things. This is called a jig or a micro jig if you don't already know. I use, oops, it's in my finger there. I use the jig heads with the eyes on, red. Perch love these. Use these when you can. Colour for the jig doesn't really matter as much. It more depends on the colour of the water you're fishing in, but this is what I'm going for. And you're going to want to get the one with the little tail on the end, and I'll show you exactly why. So you tie that on, need to trim that down a bit, but you tie that onto the end of your line, and that is all you need. This is the most important thing you need in your box when you perch fishing. Now, another thing you'll need is a landing net. Anything small will do, unless you're pike fishing, and an unhooking mat, but the unhooking mat is only really necessary if you catch a big fish, in my opinion, and so's the net. For the most part, oh, there's one down there. For the most part, if you're catching perch, you can just land them by hand, unhook them, chuck them back, easy as that. But it's always good to be prepared just in case you do catch that dream fish, you want to look after it. Now, your next most important thing you need to know is finding the fish. I'm on a canal today, and on a canal, anywhere deep with structure is good, and bridges especially are your best friend. You really want to be targeting those bridges, and today the water's so clear I can just see where there's fish, and you're going to be able to sight fish a lot of the time, but if you can't, if it's dirty, just trust that they're down there, because they will be. So I'll just go for a quick walk through here and we'll see what we can see. I'll also let you know how to unhook a perch, because if you're watching this video you might not know. Oh, there's some right below me there. Drop it in. They might not go for it straight away. Little jig. Someone's looking at it, he's looking at it, and he's shied away from it. That will happen, just be patient. There's loads of big ones right below me, so I'm going to drop in. Wait for him to get that thing. Oh, they've all gone for it there. Keep bringing out and dropping in. Dropping in. Won't be long now, considering this is the first bridge we've come to. Straight onto some fish. Oh, so yeah, the next bit's the strike. When they bite, you strike. There, got one. Oh, he's off. Does happen, does happen. Just patience is key. Hope I haven't spooked the rest now. But look, just keep looking at the margins and you'll see them. They nibble a lot, especially the small ones. So I had a couple of takes on that bridge. First one, which was good, missed a fish, very nearly had it, and had another couple of nibbles. And there are more fish around there, but I'm just moving on, just seeing what else there is, because there's a couple of other good bridges there, and I don't want to be wasting my time chasing a small shoal of perch that aren't very interested. So approaching this bridge, I can say for pretty much certain that there'll be some perch in here, and I'm sure using this method it'll be easy to catch a couple. Got it, got you. Another beautiful perch. Lovely looking fish. Let's get him back. Got him. Easy as that. Down into a group of fish. He's a pretty one. And I can just swing land him. So how to hold a perch when you're unhooking it like this. Hold it over the water, just in case it comes off. This fin here is sharp. So hold it down with the palm of your hand like that. Bear in mind it's sharp. So it's here. Firm. Twist the hook. Out. Then as low as you can. Straight back in. He was only small. I'm sure we're going to get a bigger one. Another good thing you can do is walk in the dog. You can just walk along. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Caught one like this before. Bounce, bounce, bounce. And then you're covering ground. And it's important to cover ground. So with that said, I'm going to cover a bit more and look for any signs of life. Got one. Walking the dog. Now that is how you walk the dog. Easy now. Also good to check structure like this. No, well, not structure, but cover for them to hide behind, because they do like to hide and wait. Oh, I've just seen one. Other side of this. There's a couple there. Straight away he's nailed it. Straight away. Sometimes they unhook themselves when they're doing this. If they do, that's great. Oh, that was sort of perfect, wasn't it? Now there's a lot of fish there. Let's just go straight in again. Oh, and another. And another 2 casts, 2 fish. Let's see if he unhooks himself. Nice one, this. So again, just to remind you, flatten it down. Flatten down the sharp fin. Unhook. Back in the drink. 2 casts, 2 fish. Would you look at that? What a how-to video this is turning out to be. So again, goes without saying, if you catch a fish somewhere, get straight back in the same place, because perch like to live in shoals. Well, the smaller ones do anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the bigger ones might be a bit more solitary. There's still more fish down there, just on the other side of this. So it's always worth targeting. There, you can see fish on the top. Just have a little cast. Oh, there's some big ones as well. Come on. There we go. So straight back into the same spot. Oh, they're moving, they're moving. Ah. Perch, yeah, there's absolutely tons of them. Oh, you're after pike?
Yeah, pike.
Another thing you can do with these jigs is, oh, I've just seen a fish, that is very effective, is you can cast quite far, say like that, and you can keep a sustained reel whilst bouncing like so. Reel slowly and keep bouncing. Oh, I've got a follow there. It's not a perch though. That's good if you've got a big there's nothing in close and you can see some fish movement quite far away. You can come right through the shoal doing that, and a perch might hit it instinctively, much like it does if you just drop it in front of its face. Sometimes they just strike without even thinking. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario, you gotta coax them into it a bit more. There we go. Another lovely little perch. Forgot to mention at the start, this is the Savage Gear mini perch kit. 21 pieces, all sorts of stuff in there. Not the spinner, everything else. Hope you've learned a thing or two about perch fishing here, and if you catch any fish using these techniques that you've learned from me, please feel free to let me know. I'd love to hear it. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Catch you down the road.